Alright, I am at Wheat Ridge Ward Road Station. There's the freight track over on the far left. Right here on the right is the second track. And there's two tracks that the G Line trains pull into to terminate. And the track that will be extended is the center track here. The center passenger track that train is currently sitting on. That will continue further out towards Mount Olivet Cemetery, which is on the other side of Ward Road there, and then continue to Golden. So there's a bunch of cars parked here for the tubing event, but the trains enter from over there and they come in at a diagonal along the old Miller Coors headquarters building site, which is right across the street from me. There's the White House, and then the station will be over at an angle right along here. So if you imagine like a track coming in, and then this area that I'm standing right now will be a bus loop with like a sidewalk following along Archer and then kind of doing a big circle around and then over to this parking lot and then back out for the buses. So I like the smaller bus loop concept in design because you'll be closer to the station, unless the station is further over here. But once again, my goal is as close to Vanover Park as possible, and Vanover Park is right there. This path will be the end of the concrete section. So if you can just imagine that this is where the concrete ends, all of this will be concrete, and this, where I'm standing right now, to that dumpster, kind of this area is a bus loading zone. And so then I'm gonna walk down this way, because you would get off a bus, walk along this canal here. It's like the water, good 10 feet below me down in the canal. And then over, and then if the station is moved back and up a little bit, like a little bit further north, then from like right here, right by these blocks or whatever, this will be where the new pedestrian bridge is. You can see the path there. So the idea is, actually no, the new pedestrian bridge will be right here. It'll kind of curve around, so these trees will be gone, and then the existing pedestrian bridge is right behind those trees. That'll make it a straight shot towards Ford Street into downtown Golden. But then on the direct opposite route, kind of right where this house is, though if this house is owned by the city of Golden, the house will be torn down. And then the station platform could be here. Basically, from where I'm standing right now, you have to envision looking onto the station platform with tracks, two tracks on either end. Actually, the second track would be like right by the window of that house, and then the first track would be over there. And then that will be the station where the trains load. If you get off the train and need to transfer to the 17, you get off here and then walk up this path to the bus loop. And now from this angle, you could envision a commuter train right here, a platform behind it, station right here, and then exit to kind of like a good 20-foot wide plaza, concrete area and walking path. Maybe even have some benches on a day that it's not raining, like right now. It's about to start raining. And so people will be able to walk out and around, and then they'll be right where the 17 picks up, kind of in this loop zone right here. Yeah, it's definitely doable. I mean, it's hard to envision, but it's possible. Okay, a couple other things. This intersection, this pedestrian crossing at the intersection of Ford Street and Water Street was removed. They now have all these signs here telling people to just go to another intersection, which nobody was doing. Everyone was just jaywalking. And it just shows how stupid it is to tell people don't cross here, because they will still cross where they need to go. Nobody is going to walk all the way down across Clear Creek just to cross Ford Street. So this intersection will need to be brought back, obviously. It's pretty stupid that they even removed it in the first place. I also stopped at the future Fairmount Station site on the way into Golden, and it is definitely a like undeveloped, unincorporated kind of area, but it is weirdly not a bad spot for a station. Like, obviously its main purpose will be as a park and ride, but it will also be really walkable. into these three like big businesses that are located next to the station. You have this International Paper, this is Ball Corporation, and whatever this Hazen Laboratories research group is, all within a very short walking distance of the station. So who knows? Maybe this station will actually attract some workers from these businesses. For comparison, I also stopped at the corner of McIntyre and 44th, and there's absolutely no reason to build a station here. There's like basically nothing here. Like, yeah, there's the car wash and this veterinary clinic, but it is a very just undeveloped area. It's a very hostile environment for pedestrians, and there's really just nothing around here. There's not even space for a park and ride lot. I just don't really see any reason to put a station here. It makes a lot more sense to have a flyover here instead so that the trains can cross over these 6 lanes of active car traffic instead of just 2 lanes at Indiana. All right, rambling over.